Kaylie, and today I'm here with my lovely husband Rob, and we are going to do the husband tag because I thought that sounded fun, and I've had quite a few questions about Rob and our relationship, so I thought it would be a nice time to feature him in a video finally. Gonna say hi to everybody?
Hi everybody.
So I have all the questions written down. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. Number one, where did we meet? So this is kind of a funny, unusual story. We met on the internet. We met on LiveJournal. It's a website, I don't know if a lot of people even know about it anymore, but basically it was sort of like the cool social networking site before MySpace and Facebook and stuff like that, and you basically kept like a little journal and stuff online, and other people could read your journal and comment on it and stuff, and that's how we met, and we got to know each other and became friends on there.
You found my cryptozoology tag.
Yeah. So that's how we met. Number two, where was our first date? Do you want to answer that one?
I mean, well, it was the Chuck E. Cheese in Alabama.
Yeah, the short answer is Chuck E. Cheese.
I drove like 10 hours straight with nothing but Mountain Dew in my system to see you in Alabama, and we went to a Chuck E. Cheese. And then you got in trouble, and then I couldn't see you anymore.
Yep. Trey romantic, am I right?
Whole story.
It actually was really romantic that you drove all that way to see me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you couldn't see me anymore, and I thought you were going to be really mad and not want to see me anymore, but you said it was like worth the trip that you got to see me even just once.
It was. You were so young and like, I don't know, you were all like fresh-faced and cute and shy. It was like, aw.
Oh, that kind of goes into our next question. What was your first impression of me?
Oh, well.
I was fresh-faced and young and cute.
Cute and shy, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, I'd seen you before, like.
Yeah, what did you think of me when you first saw me, like, online, when our LiveJournal days?
See, that's where it gets into, like, creepy territory, because, like, when we first met, you were, like...
I was a child.
16, and I was, like, 18, or... No, wait. You were, like, 16, and I was, like, 20-something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you would have been in, like, 20 when I was, like 15
20.
or 16.
So, yeah, at the time, I was just like, oh, this little kid likes talking to me or whatever. It was like, it wasn't even like, I didn't think about you like that.
Right.
And then, like, we talked for, like, 3 or 4 years or something, like, online and then on the phone. And then, you know, after talking to you for so long, getting to know you, and, I don't know, it was kind of strange because I got to see you grow up, like, go through high school and grow up and
Aww.
all that stuff, and then, like, when you were...
Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like we were doing creepy stuff, like we were, like, you know, romantic or in a relationship or anything when we first met. We were strictly friends for years.
I had girlfriends through the whole time. Like,
yeah, I was actually, like, his shoulder to cry on when his girlfriends were being mean to him.
I had so many bad relationships.
And he kind of gave me advice on, like, weird guys I was trying to date and stuff at the time, so, you know.
Yeah. I was not creeping on her, honestly.
we started as friends, and, like, over the years it blossomed into something more as I grew up. And...
But to get back to your question, like, once we started to, like, become romantically entangled, I don't know, I thought, like, you were, you know, like I said, you were, like, cute, fresh, and shy, and it was like, and you were, like, I don't know, you were just really different from all the girls I had dated before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yeah.
My first impression of him, actually, I remember when I first saw him online, even though we were friends first for the longest time, I always had kind of like a little schoolgirl crush on him. And when I first found him on LiveJournal, I saw that he was into like a lot of the weird stuff I was into, and he was into comics, and he was actually a comic artist, and that was one of the main things that made me like first attracted to him and want to be his friend and stuff.
If you want to call it that.
Yeah, and then I saw how cute he was in real life, and he was like a little kind of gothy kid at the time, and he wore all these cute little gothy clothes and went to the club, and I had such a big crush on him.
Yeah.
And when I saw him in person for the first time, I was kind of shocked by how tall he was. Because how tall are you? And how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
So he's 6'4", and then on top of that, he was wearing these New Rock boots that were like platforms. So they added like 6 inches to his height. So imagine little me like getting out of the car, and there's just this guy standing there waiting for me, and he's like tall, skinny, like almost 7 feet tall. Yeah, it was intimidating.
I was driving like the smallest car.
Yeah.
I was driving like a Ford Focus hatchback, and I look like probably like I don't know.
So it was intimidating. Number 4, when did you meet my family?
I tried to meet him on the first time I came to Alabama, like after our little date and you got in trouble. I tried to, because you left your purse in Randy's car.
Yeah.
And I tried to bring your purse back to you, and your parents wouldn't open the door to let me drop off the purse or anything. Like they wouldn't even open the door. So
yeah, parents are weird.
I had to leave your purse on the porch and drive away. And I had a little note in there for you to find.
Yeah, it was sweet.
But after that, I didn't meet your parents until you moved down. I mean, you moved up to Michigan.
So yeah, I basically ran away from home without telling anyone.
Yeah.
I came up here, stayed with Rob for a little while, and eventually I talked to my parents. We came to like some kind of understanding and got things, copacetic. And me and Rob actually took a bus back down to Alabama so he could meet my family, and so we could pick up my car.
22-hour bus ride.
Yeah, that was fun.
To pick up your car.
But
and meet your parents for the first time. So I was on the bus for 22 hours waiting to meet your parents for the first time.
So
who I expected that were going to absolutely want to destroy me because you're...
Alright, so long story short, we went back to Alabama, got my car, and then he met my parents who, yeah, it was awkward.
It was awkward, but they were nice to me. They're very nice people. Well, at least, I mean, that's my impression. I haven't known them, my whole life or anything. I don't get to see them very often, but they're nice people. They're very hospitable and very nice to me considering the circumstances.
Yes. So number 5, what is a weird habit of each other? Do you want to go first? What's a weird habit that I have?
Pick your fingers.
That's true.
Do the finger thingy.
So mine's my finger thingy. I think I mentioned this before in a video, but I have dermatillomania, which means I have an obsession with picking at my skin, and for me it particularly manifests on my face, but especially my fingers. So yeah, I'm always picking at those, and sometimes it drives me crazy, especially if it makes noise.
I'm like snuggling with you or something and you're doing it, it's like you're constantly moving and it's like making that clicky noise, and it's like it drives me crazy. Probably because I have OCD. So.
Let's see, what's a weird habit you have?
I have no weird habits.
You do. You have plenty. I'm just having trouble thinking of one. Oh, I know one. You, like when we're driving, you jiggle your knee around.
Do I?
Yeah. It's like at first I thought he was like tapping his foot to the music, but then I realized it's like totally arrhythmic. We'll just be driving and he's just like jiggling his knee like compulsively.
That's not I don't know, maybe I honestly I don't even know I'm doing it, so there you go. I have restless leg syndrome.
There we go. Number 6, how long have we been together?
So bad numbers. We've been married since 2008, so whatever, 20,000 years, I don't know how long.
20,000. 2008 to now equals 20,000 years.
And then you moved here in 2005?
Mm-hmm.
So math, I don't know. And then we've been talking since like 2000?
Yeah.
About?
So we've been friends since 2000. We've been living together since 2005. So we've been together for 11 years. We've been married for 8. I'm bad. I almost messed up.
But, yeah. Yeah, and we've been living together from day one. Like, there was no, like...
There was no real dating
Dating,
phase.
it was literally... We went on that one Chuck E. Cheese date, we talked on the phone a bunch, and then you moved here and you started living with me, and there has never been a, let's go on a date, let's live in separate places kind of phase. It was straight from talking on the phone to living together.
Yeah. We've been inseparable ever since.
Yep.
Number 7, do we have any traditions?
Well, on Christmas we have lots. We watch all the...
Yeah, we like to watch all the like
Rankin
Christmas
Bass
specials, like the
specials.
Rankin Bass ones at Christmas. We get each other presents, obviously.
Yeah, we open them on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we open them on Christmas Eve so we can sleep in on Christmas Day.
Those are Christmas traditions.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any major, like... I mean, we have lots of little traditions, like every fall we go to the cider mill.
Yeah.
We carve pumpkins on Halloween.
Go to Target every Sunday.
Yeah, we go to Target every Sunday. It is like almost a ritual.
That's almost like a tradition.
Number 8. What's an animal that resembles one another? What animal do you think I look like?
What? What animal do you look like?
Yeah.
You don't look like an animal. You look like Kaylie.
Aw. Yeah, I don't really know what animal to say you look like either.
I mean, honestly, guinea pig.
Oh, yeah, I do kind of look like a guinea pig. I like that answer. Guinea pigs are cute. Wee, 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 wee.
Yeah, I look like a guinea pig. You sing that vitamin C song.
They don't need to know about that. I don't know. When I think of animals and you, I just think of a deer. Because
Aww.
Rob has like this affinity for deer. He
It
really
is my
likes
spirit
deer,
animal.
and it's supposedly his spirit animal.
It
And
spoke to me in the woods or something.
and I don't know, just something about him like reminds me of deer.
Yes, I like that answer. I approve.
9. What was our first road trip? Well, we kind of talked about that already.
Yeah.
We went on a
22
22-hour bus ride
Bus ride.
back to where I lived in Alabama to get my car.
We drew weird little pictures.
We did. We drew all kinds of fun little
my
pictures.
God.
It was insane. It was like really, we were slap happy by the end of it, but we like kept each other entertained, and it was actually kind of fun in a way. Not that I would ever want to do it again.
No.
Number 10. What was the first thing you noticed about me? This kind of goes into the first impression question, I feel like.
Oh. Well, I mean, I already knew what, like the first thing I noticed about you when I saw your pictures on or like the first thing I noticed about you when we met in person, or
I don't know, I guess both. It's kind of weird when you like know someone from online first, because it's like,
yeah,
you have an idea of who they are, but you don't, but you know, it's like different when you meet them in person. I don't know, it's different from the standard like just seeing someone in a bar and getting to know them thing, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I noticed you were really pale. Like I've dated some pale girls, but like I was like, wow, she is like white. Like, I mean, I know that's not like a very romantic, or I don't know. I was like, she is very fair. I like that. I mean, I like pale girls. So
Okay, well,
it's a good thing.
so the first thing you noticed about me was I was really pale. I think the first thing I noticed about him, actually the reason we met and became friends on LiveJournal was because I did a search for cryptozoology as like an interest, because that's one of my interests, and it came up. He was like one of the only other profiles that also had that as an interest. So I checked out his profile and I saw that he was also into comics and he was also an artist, and I was like, oh cool, and that's how we became friends. But yeah, like I said, I think when we first met in real life, like the thing that really struck me was just how tall he was. I was surprised at how tall he was, especially with the added height of the boots. Number 11. What pisses him off?
This is gonna be good.
A whole lot of things.
Pretty much everything.
Basically, I guess the short answer is like pretty much everything.
It's not everything. It's like when something doesn't follow a set standard how it should go. When something doesn't go the way it should go.
Yeah, so he has OCD. He has not anger issues, but I would say like patience issues. So yeah, he's he's very much like a type of personality where he likes things to go according to a plan, a certain way, the way it's supposed to go. He sees things very black and white. There's very little gray area for Rob. So yeah, anything that doesn't fit in with that, it is gonna like, you know, make him have a bad day.
I mean, specifics. I mean, you could say like being late,
Yeah.
not following the rules, filthy, being cluttered, being like
Yes.
disorganized.
Anything chaotic.
Yeah, any form of chaos that is something that you can't plan for is something that makes me very unhappy.
Yeah.
But I've gotten better at dealing with it.
You have. Oh, this is cute. Number 12. What's our favorite feature about each other? I'm guessing this is like physical feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite feature about
I like your mouth.
my mouth?
Your mouth.
My mouth.
I like your mouth. I like your lips. I like your smile. I also like the color of your eyes. But that's like, I don't know, can I list more than one?
Sure.
I like your, I like the whole package, baby.
Aw.
But yeah, I like your mouth a lot. I like your eyes. And I can't ever say hair because it's never the same.
So you always like my hair, even though it's different, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just can't like say, oh, I love your hair, because it's like in one day it'll be different. So,
This is true. My favorite feature about you,
I like my nose a lot.
I like your nose. He has a nice shaped nose. I think it's actually your smile. He just has like a really radiant smile, and I like his teeth and stuff. And when I see him like genuinely smile about something, it just melts my heart. And I also like your long pretty hair.
Yes.
Number 13, 3 things I'm good at and not good at. So 3 things I'm good at, and then 3 things I'm not good at.
3 things you're not good at, or should I say good at first? I don't know.
Let's do not good at first. We'll get the negatives out of the way.
Okay, you're not good at planning, you're not good at organizing.
That took him no time to think of.
What's the third thing? I mean,
Cleaning.
well, no, you're not cleaning. When you clean.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with the way you clean. I don't know.
Being on time.
Yeah, that goes along with planning, kind of. I can't think of a third thing you're not good at.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd have like a ton
Why would you think that?
Because I can think of a million things I'm not good at.
You're clumsy? Is that a not good at thing? Like,
Sure.
okay.
I step on his feet and kick him and stuff like that accidentally all the time.
All the time.
And he never lets me forget.
That hurts. Okay, 3 things you're good at. You're definitely good at following through on something when you set your mind to it. Like, very good at that. If you want to learn how to do something, you just do it. You figure it out, and then you do it. That's really very respectful. I can't do that. Let's see what else. Other thing you're good at. Well, you're a fantastic artist.
No, I don't know about that.
Anyway, you're good at making me happy.
Aww.
I don't know if that counts for you.
Aww.
You're good at your makeup.
There you go. That's more than 3.
I mean, I can keep going. You're good at making me laugh. You're good at Harvest Moon.
I am definitely good at Harvest
And the
Moon.
bee game at Chuck E. Cheese.
Number 14. What do we argue about the most?
Being clean and organized.
Yes. Definitely.
My definition of clean and organized is different than her definition of clean and organized. And it's always like a clash there. Like, I'm like, why are things so dirty? She's like, I didn't even know things were dirty.
Yeah.
We just fight over adult stuff. Just like, oh, is the house clean? And like sometimes we hardly ever fight about money, at least. That's good.
Yeah, I think if it weren't for our discrepancies and like chores and cleanliness and stuff, we probably would never fight.
It's true.
Number 15. Do I have PMS?
Right now?
No, do I get PMS?
Oh. Like, I don't know. Do you get PMS? Yes, you do.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad or anything, but usually you get like you tell me you have cramps and you don't feel good and you want to lay down and you want chocolate. That's pretty much like the definition. But you don't ever get like mean to me or anything like that, or you don't ever like.
He's so sweet. He's gone out like at the supermarket or the drugstore and like waited in line and bought me like tampons and chocolate on not just once but like multiple occasions. And one time he even like went up to a lady working at like the CVS or wherever to ask her like what the best tampons were or something.
I was like, what's the best feminine needs product? I didn't even know how to put it. And she was like so nice. I wish I remembered that lady's name. She was so nice to me.
But yeah,
she's like, oh,
so
okay.
number 16, who wears the pants in the relationship? I don't think either of us does.
I mean,
we're more like, we're very egalitarian.
Yeah.
We're very like democratic. Like neither one of us really makes a decision without consulting the other, like a major decision.
Right. Yeah, there's no like pants or...
Yeah, not at all. Number 17, do I have any weird obsessions?
You play BioWare games a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah, I've replayed like all the Dragon Age games and all the Mass Effect games probably like 10 times each.
10 times through. Like if there was an hour counter, it would probably be like 1,000.
I don't want to think about how many hours I've spent playing BioWare games. It's like basically if I don't have anything else to do, I play BioWare games.
I started a new game of Mass Effect. It's like, it takes like 70 hours per game to beat. And you're just like, oh, on a whim, I started a new game of Mass Effect. I'm gonna be a different shepherd this time. Other than that, like, weird obsessions, like, I don't know, you buy a lot of makeup. I don't know if that's an obsession. It's a hobby.
Yeah. 18, do we have any nicknames for each other?
I don't know, we just yell out honey most of the time. It's like our like mating call.
We have like, we call each other a lot of pet names, like the standard ones, like honey and sweetie and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny because we've like made honey into like a little like call for each other. So if we're like at opposite ends of the house or we're in a store or something and we're trying to locate each other, we'll be like, honey, honey, honey.
It's like instantly recognizable.
It's our mating call. It's how we find each other.
I like to call you Sugar Butt.
Yeah, he does call me Sugar Butt.
I don't know. You call me Princess sometimes.
Yeah, He likes to be called princess because he is my princess.
Aw.
Number 19, what's my favorite restaurant?
I'm gonna go with P.F. Chang's, because, I mean...
I like P.F. Chang's.
I don't know what...
I don't know if I have a favorite
Yeah, I mean,
restaurant.
We go with P.F. Chang's on our anniversary, and it's always a good time.
I really like Chinese food, so any kind of Chinese buffet or thing like that. Like
ribs.
Yeah, yeah, I do
So
like
it's
ribs.
like everywhere. I mean, every place is ribs.
Number 20. If I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
16 and pregnant.
I do kind of like 16 pregnant. I used to. I'm not really that into it anymore.
Or some true crime show most of the time. I mean, that's like TV programs, but we hardly ever watch TV programs. Like most of the time, it's like we watch stuff on YouTube.
Yeah. If you're watching TV, you're watching something on YouTube, probably Markiplier or Game Grumps or something like that. And if you're watching a program, it's some kind of historical documentary.
Yes.
Most likely about World War I or II.
Yes. Most of the time.
Number 21. What is a food that I don't like?
Anything with cilantro?
Yes. I hate cilantro. And watercress.
Or eggs.
Yeah, or eggs.
Or anything with eggs.
What's a food you don't like? You don't like barbecue.
I don't like smoky meat.
And you don't like peas.
I eat peas.
You don't eat peas, but he doesn't like them.
They're mushy.
Number 22. What drink do I order when we go out to eat? Yeah.
Or tea and just put a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah, I'll just get like tea, or sometimes I'll get water. You always get either a water or a cola, Pepsi or Coke, whatever's available.
Yes, I like bad habit, but
he likes his soda.
I love soda.
Number 23. What size shoe do I wear?
Oh goodness, 10.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking, I think my feet are getting bigger. I think I'm going to have to start wearing 11s now, though. Or 10 and a halves. Your feet get bigger as you get older.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Yes, they do. Or they spread.
I honestly
So
don't.
you have to wear a bigger size shoe.
Oh.
Number 24. What's my favorite kind of sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly?
I don't know if I have a favorite kind of sandwich.
You always make peanut butter and jelly when you're on snack.
Ooh, does cheeseburgers count as a sandwich?
It's a hamburger sandwich.
A hamburger sandwich! Like, I love hamburgers and cheeseburgers. That's my favorite, for sure. Number 25. What is one talent that I have?
You're incredibly artistic. That's kind of a given. I mean, that's like an easy one.
Yeah. We both are pretty talented people, I feel like.
I mean, I consider like you being able to do stuff that you set your mind to, like no matter what it is.
Aw.
Like you taught yourself how to knit, you taught yourself how to pin bugs, you taught yourself how to taxidermy animals, you taught yourself like how to all of your drawings mostly self-taught.
Aw.
So I mean, you got all kinds of talent. You're like crazy talented.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know.
Number 26. What would I eat every day if I could? Why couldn't I eat it every day is my question.
Ribs.
No, I'm not just like some rib eating machine that constantly is eating ribs.
Pizza?
No, I don't like pizza that much.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the one who likes pizza.
He would
I
definitely
would
eat pizza every day.
Well, then I don't know. Like, what would you eat every day?
I don't know. I can't
Ice
think.
cream. Ice cream.
Maybe ice cream if I could have like different flavors every day, but it's like variety is the spice of life, especially with food as far as I'm concerned. I don't really... It's like, yeah, I like certain foods more than others, but I don't want to eat any food every single day.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
That's a loaded question.
Number 27, my favorite cereal.
You eat a lot of cereal.
I do. My diet is probably like 60% cereal.
Your favorite cereal? Like, all cereals ever do exist. Jeez. I don't know. You go through phases.
I do.
Like,
again, it's the whole
Crunch phase, and now we're in the Fruit Loops phase.
Yeah. Oh, I just rediscovered Fruit Loops, and they're so freaking good. But yeah, I think it's the same. It's like I'm really into variety. It's like I go through phases where I like certain cereals more than others, but I don't really have an all-time like favorite. I guess I like Cocoa Pebbles. Like those are a pretty good standard.
Yeah, that's true. Or, well, that was a phase. I don't know, the peanut butter crunch. You always like.
Yeah, I like peanut butter crunch. Pops. What is my favorite kind of music?
I don't even know what genres of music are anymore. Like, I'm so out of touch. I don't.
Well, do you know some of my favorite bands? No.
Really, honestly, no. Because like you started listening to like hip hop and like rap and stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know like the names of like bands I listen to. I mean, like, no, I don't know what you like musically.
Yeah, I listen to pretty much everything, and I go through phases where I listen to different stuff at different times, so it's not an easy question.
Because I'm the same way. My tastes vary wildly.
What's my favorite sports team?
Sports. But we'll say the Red Wings, but
yes.
But you don't like sports.
I like hockey a little bit, and I do like the Red Wings.
Yeah.
I'm a good Detroiter.
I like the Red Wings too.
What is my eye color?
That's easy. It's like blue-gray.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's easy because we spend a lot of time like staring at each other's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Your eyes like remind me of like a stormy ocean. I mean,
His,
that's true, they really do.
And his eyes are hazel, like they're kind of brown. They're kind of ambery brown on the outer rim, and then on toward the center they get a little bit like mossy green. Who is my best friend?
Besides me?
You.
What? Besides me?
Besides you, who's my best friend?
Yeah. Brittany?
Yeah, I'd say Brittany's my best friend.
I mean,
it's kind of like when you grow up, you stop thinking of your friends in terms of like best friend and stuff like that. But if I had to choose, probably out of all my friends right now, in terms of how often I see them and how well we get along and stuff, Brittany's probably my best friend. Something you do that I wish you didn't.
me?
Yeah.
Probably mad. Yeah.
Just be grumpy and get
Be
stressed
grumpy and
about
get stressed
stuff.
out and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but it's not like you can help it really.
Well, I mean, what were you gonna say? What answer?
I don't know. Where am I from? This one's easy.
Bessemer, Alabama.
Yes.
Alabama.
You like traveled there to see me and everything.
Yep.
What kind of cake would you bake me for my birthday?
I already baked you a red velvet cake.
That's true. It's like red velvet cake.
Frosting.
Red velvet cake is my favorite cake, and he baked it for me for my birthday this year. So.
I really enjoy baking.
Number 35. Do I play any sports?
No.
Unless you consider sleeping a sport.
You'd be like the Grandmaster champion.
Ew. You don't play sports anymore, but you used to play street hockey.
I did. I played street and roller hockey. And I was forced to play football in high school.
36. The last question. What can I spend hours doing?
Sleeping?
Putting
on makeup.
I love to sleep. I love to put on makeup.
Drawing. Playing BioWare games.
Yeah.
None of those are bad.
So those are all the questions. Thank you so much to everybody who asked some questions about me and Rob. And thank you so much for being in my video, honey.
You're welcome.
Thank you for putting up with me and all these questions. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of Rob's kind of video debut. I know he was in the Christmas cookie video, but we didn't really get to talk to him and get to know him that much. So let me know in the comments below, and if you have any other questions you would like to ask us as a couple, also let me know. Let me know if you want to make more videos with Rob, because this was a lot of fun.
It was fun. I was a little, apprehensive under here, but it was fun.
He's a good sport.
Sure.
But if you haven't already and you'd like to, please feel free to subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching as always. And never forget that you are beautiful just the way you are, and to always be yourself. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.